All right, let's talk about a research tool from Google called NotebookLM. Now, a lot of students are using it, but honestly, most are using it completely wrong. And if you make just one small shift in how you think about it, well, it could totally transform your study sessions.
So let me just ask you straight up. When you're using AI for university research, what's the first thing you do? Because if you're like pretty much everyone else, I bet it looks a little something like this.
Okay, picture this. You've got this super dense 10,000 word report. What do? You dump it in, ask for a quick summary, and bam, you close the tab. And hey, don't get me wrong, that is useful, but you're basically using a supercar to go to the corner store. You are missing the entire point of what a tool like NotebookLM can do. There's this great quote from productivity expert Beatrice Manuel that just nails it. She says, NotebookLM isn't ChatGPT with a file upload button. And that right there is the key. We've got to break out of that simple question and answer mindset to see what this thing is really built for. So let's dive into that. It's all about shifting your brain from just asking questions to something much deeper, synthesis. Okay, and this is where things get really, really cool. Think about it. A normal chatbot is just reactive, right? You ask a question, it gives you an answer. It treats your document as just context. But NotebookLM is proactive. It sees all your documents, your PDFs, your notes, as one single body of knowledge, what researchers call a corpus. And then it goes to work, structuring it, cross-referencing it, and showing you connections you never would have seen on your own. It's like turning all your separate files into one giant connected brain. So the big idea here is to stop seeing this as just another search bar. It's not. It's a dedicated workspace, a research hub, where you're not just getting answers, you're building knowledge. So how does that actually work? I love this comparison because it's so true. A regular chat history, it's just an endless scroll. That one amazing insight you got, it's buried forever. And heaven forbid you refresh the page, right? But the notebook panel, that's totally different. It's a permanent, organized document. All those great summaries, the tables, the quotes, they're saved, they're structured, and they're waiting for you every time you come back to your project. And the workflow itself is beautiful in its simplicity, but it's so powerful. Step 1. You upload everything, all your research papers, your lecture notes, those dense textbook chapters. Step 2, you ask it questions that force it to connect the dots between all those different sources. And when it spits out something brilliant like a perfect summary or a super useful table, you just click to save it to your notebook. And then when you're all done, you can export the whole thing to Google Docs. Okay, now we need to talk about something that is, and I'm not exaggerating here, absolutely critical for any university student. Citations. Academic integrity. You know how a lot of AI tools can just make stuff up? They hallucinate? Well, NotebookLM is specifically designed not to do that. It is grounded only in the sources you provide. So every single answer it gives you comes with these little citations, kind of like footnotes. And get this, you can click on one, and it will take you to the exact paragraph in your original source where it found that piece of information. This is a total game changer. You can instantly verify claims, pull direct quotes for your essays, and most importantly, you can avoid accidental plagiarism. It just makes the whole thing so much more trust-worthy for actual academic work. All right, so we've established NotebookLM is this powerful, trustworthy research hub. But there is one more feature. And I'll be honest, when you first hear about it, it kind of sounds like a gimmick. But trust me, it can genuinely change the way you process dense information. It's called audio overviews. And let me just say right now, this is not your standard text-to-speech. Not even close. It's something else entirely. So what NotebookLM does is it generates a little podcast-style conversation. It creates two AI hosts, and they don't just read your documents back to you. They discuss them. They debate the ideas. They connect the dots between your different sources. You'll hear them say things like, right, and to build on that point, and they might even disagree a little. The whole point is to help you hear the information in a completely new context. And you can immediately see how this just fits perfectly into a busy student's life, right? Suddenly, your commute becomes a study session. Cooking dinner, you're reviewing lecture notes. Out for a walk, you're synthesizing research papers. It's an amazing way to process those super dense readings, and you might even hear connections that you completely missed when you were just reading the text. So let's put it all together. You've got the synthesis mindset, you've got the organized notebook, you've got the rock-solid citations, and you have these incredible audio overviews. What you have isn't just a chatbot anymore. It's a real-deal research partner. So the real question I have for you is this. Are you ready to change your approach? Are you ready to stop just asking for quick answers and start building and structuring your knowledge for that next big paper or exam? So here's the bottom line. Stop treating your AI like an encyclopedia you just pull facts from. Start treating it like a research assistant, one that helps you synthesize, structure, and actually understand your material. It is such a small shift in your thinking, but I promise you it will make a massive difference. Thanks for tuning in.